Fellow cardboarders, welcome back. What if I told you there was a repeatable version of fog in the color white that probably most of you haven't heard about? Meaning you cast it once and every couple of turns it comes back protecting you again. It's time for another installment of Think Outside the Deck box. Let's look at fog for a second. So this is the revised version here, which has way too much text, but the version for today just says prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. So the idea of fog back then was your opponent is hitting for the final strike, and for one green you just foil all their plans and hopefully are able to win next round, since your opponent probably is tapped out with all their creatures. But there is a white version which is similar. This is a German version of the Chronomantic Escape from Future Sight. This card reads, until next turn, creatures can't attack you, and you remove this card here from the game with 3 time counters. This has suspend 3, so for 3 mana, at the beginning of your upkeep, you remove a counter, and when you've removed all the counters, you cast it for free from exile, and then suspend it again. So of course fog has more of a surprise effect, while Chronomantic Escape is easier to predict. So every 3 turns this spell probably is cast and put back into exile with 3 counters on. But there are actually some decks which I would argue would love to play this card, and probably not many of you are, even though you're playing those commanders. So Vega here, this owl, the Watcher, would probably love to have Chronomantic Escape in their deck, since they love playing from anywhere else but the hand and drawing a card for protecting yourself for 1 turn. Angus Mackenzie has Fog as an activated ability, but maybe every 3 turns you want to keep your mana open for other stuff, and with Chronomantic Escape this is possible. And maybe I would even put it into my Furia cantrips deck, since every 3 turns I'm able to cast 1 spell for free and I just have to cast another cantrip to get her triggered ability off. One of the main decks that probably want to play Chronomantic Escape are Pillow Fort decks. So Queen Marchesa mostly is built as a Pillow Fort kind of deck, but there are others obviously as well. And then not only your Ghostly Prison protects you, but also this Chronomantic Escape. And many decks that just want to play defensively, probably building up to their combo, with lesser creatures and blockers, want to play Chronomantic Escape. And if you're playing white and not green, maybe you want to give this a try. I also love how this card interacts with politics. Like for example Brina here, who wants everyone to attack their opponents. Now with Chronomantic Escape, doesn't leave any more options open, so they will attack each other, and you're gonna reward them for doing that. Now lastly, one little warning about Chronomantic Escape. If you are playing a Planeswalker Super Friends deck, this card will not protect this kind of card type, since Chronomantic Escape especially names you being protected from attacks, not your Planeswalkers. But other than that, I think you should give this card a try. And now I do want to hear from you what you think about this card. Have you tried it out yet in any of your decks? Post your thoughts and comments below in the comment section. A warm welcome and thank you to everyone who pushed this button here. We are at 300 subscribers and are now starting our journey towards 400 and then 500 subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video, consider clicking this button, and YouTube thinks this video down here will be one you would enjoy next. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.